Good afternoon. My name is Thomas Florance, and I'm here to introduce myself to you, fellow classmates. I go by the name Tommy. I've assumed that nickname, Tommy, since I was little, and I just appreciate being called Tommy. I was born and raised in St. Paul, Minnesota, where I lived most of my life. But first, I want to share with you the most defining moment of my life. The most defining moment in my life was approximately 3 years ago in the summer months at a local lake. It's called Lake Calhoun in Minneapolis. It was about 9:30 in the morning, and I was fishing. Now when I fish for big fish. So I fish with larger bait than your normal bait. I don't use worms or little minnows. I use big minnows, approximately 6 to 9 inches in length. They're called sucker minnows. And I was fishing with a sucker minnow at about 9:30 in the morning, and I noticed my bobber went down really hard. Well, 15 minutes later, after a big fight, I reeled in an 18-pound, 46.5 inches, that's almost 4 feet, muskie. And that was by far the biggest fish I've ever caught in my life. It was a lot of fun, it was a lot of work, and I had my picture at the local bait shop, up on their bait shop wall, with that picture of that fish. Well, back to me living in St. Paul. I was born and raised in St. Paul, Minnesota, like I said, where I lived until 2006. And that's when I moved to Minneapolis. I obtained my GED in 1992 after dropping out of high school. High school was real hard, and we moved a lot when I was younger. So I was going from high school to high school, and it just got hard to adjust, so I dropped out and later obtained my GED. After getting my GED, I just chose not to go back to college. I chose to just try and find a job. I, at one point, moved to San Diego, California, where I lived for 2 years, and it was hard to manage money there, so I moved back here to Minnesota. The next step in my life was, after I moved back to Minnesota, I landed a good job in credit and collections, working for Health Partners in a local collection agency, A.M. Miller & Associates, where I worked for a while. And for 17.5 years, I worked in that field. And I obtained a lot of knowledge and a lot of credibility in the field. I was a very competitive employee. I chose to come back to college here, now at the year 2014. This is my first semester at American Public University. I chose to come back to college to be able to go back into the credit collections field and obtain some sort of management position. My degree here is business administration, and I just noticed when I was working with the different credit collections jobs that I had throughout my time that it was really hard to advance. And since it was so hard to advance, I decided to come back to college to earn a degree to where I could be a better employee. So again, I'm in my first year here at APU. I'm really excited to meet each and every one of you. I look forward to seeing your speeches. And that is it for now. Thanks, and have a great day.